Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really exciting video because I'm going to be talking all about my new pre-designed scrapbook launch. Now, before we jump right into it, I'm just going to talk a little bit about where this came from. So if you didn't know, I run a business called the Journal Club, where typically we make pre-designed planners and journals. So it kind of came from me wanting to get into bullet journaling, but not wanting to set up the pages each month. So I essentially design all of the monthly pages for you, and then they are pre-printed, and all you've got to do is fill it out every month. As someone who is pretty crafty but not a pro, I've always wanted to get into scrapbooking, but like looking at the completely blank and boring scrapbooks on the market was actually really terrifying and didn't really inspire me. So naturally, as you do, I went ahead and designed all of the pages that I would want in a scrapbook and then got them printed as part of my business, the Journal Club, so that you guys can get them too. Now we're going to run through all of the pages in a minute, but basically the general gist is that you can get a bit more tracking of your travels, what countries you visited, what activities you've done, what types of trip you've done, what food you ate, what sights you saw, literally everything tracked in this, as well as somewhere to store all of like your photos and your tickets and your memories and all of that typical scrapbooking stuff as well. So this scrapbook is initially going to be available in these three colours. There might be some other limited edition colours coming soon if you guys really love it. But the first colour is this beautiful natural colour where it's kind of like beige, but it's got these like nice little brown neutral flecks throughout. It comes with this amazing champagne ribbon and gold foiling on the front. This one is definitely my favourite and the one that you're going to see me use. Up next is this minty green one. You guys always love it when I do a green colour, so I always try to. Again, coming with this beautiful green ribbon and the silver foiling on the front. And then finally we have the navy. This one is definitely the favourite so far. It's got, again, the navy ribbon and the silver foiling on the front. Now, all three of these are exactly the same on the inside. There will be the same price, the same shipping time, everything. Literally the only thing you're changing is the cover colours. So of course, the most important thing is the book itself. What does it involve? What is inside? So let's have a quick flip through. So of course, the first thing is this beautiful 3cm ribbon that is on the side. This is just so you can tie the book closed. Obviously, as you put more photos in, it's going to get more full. So it's nice and long, so you will still be able to tie it up, even when your book is like tripled in size. Then on the cover, we've obviously got this lovely coated material so it doesn't get dirty if you sort of spill things on it. We've got travel journal, which is hopefully going to be part of a wider series, scrapbook, little airplane icon, and then the logo. When we open it up to the inside, obviously the first page is just a welcome to the Journal Club. That's in all of my products. You've got who the scrapbook belongs to, and obviously if you go on a lot of trips, you might end up doing more over time, so you can put the dates that the scrapbook is starting from and finishing on. And then we're going to get into the actual pages. So we've got a countries and territories checklist where there's little boxes that you can either tick them off or draw the little country flag when you visited them. We've got similarly a map of all the countries and territories so you can colour them in when you visited them. A nice cute little title page that's just like a view out of a plane window. And then we've got two very full pages where you can put a little photo from every single trip. They obviously look like Polaroids, but you could just crop down any normal printed photo to put there too. Next up, we have the trip rating page, which is just a massive stack of suitcases where you can write your different trips and then colour them in based on the rating that you gave that trip. We also have the pattern code, which means you can put like different patterns in and rate them for different things, like was it a family trip, a friend trip, maybe like how expensive the trip was or how long the trip was, those sorts of different things. It's entirely up to you. Next up, we have the bingo pages. So first we have a travel bingo, which is all like different types of trips, like what type of holiday was it a family trip? And of course, there's a couple of blank spaces for you to add your own. We then have the activity bingo, which is on a similar vein, but of course for the activities you've done whilst away. Is it like paddle boarding? Did you run a race? Things like that. And of course, again, blank spaces to add your own. Moving on to the checklist pages, we have a sights to see page, which is just lots of like really popular landmarks or things to see in other countries. Again, spaces to add your own, you just tick them off when you're done. And then similarly for food to try, different famous food dishes from different countries and space to add your own, and you tick them off when you're done. We then have a couple of blank pages for you to add your own sort of thing if you want to. before we move on to the traditional scrapbooking pages, where I've got this beautiful column on the side, which means you can give a bit more structure to your scrapbooking. And then there are 3 pages like this where there's a bit more structure to where to put the things, a little bit of inspiration for you. Obviously you don't have to follow it. And then after each page like this, there are 2 blank pages, because obviously if it was a long trip, you might have like 4 full pages that you want to fill out. And then after those 3, it just repeats like this. So you have 1 page with the column on the side, followed by 3 blank pages, so you can do the whole trip. Obviously, if you only need 2 pages, you can just use that next page for another trip. And then finally, when we flip through to the back, there is also this really cute horizontal pocket, so that when you get back from your trip, you might not want to scrapbook like immediately because you might be waiting for your photos to print, but you might have like a boarding pass and some tickets, and you can just like neatly tuck those in the back of there until you are ready to do your full scrapbook spreads. But yeah, that is it, and then you just close it up and tie the ribbon. And that's essentially it for the inside of these scrapbooks. Now that we have had a flip through of all of the things inside the scrapbook, of course you want to know how to get your hands on one. Well, they are available for pre-order now on the Journal Club's website, which I will make sure is linked in the description. As I said, we are currently running a pre-order on this, which means they will not ship until the 19th of August. So we're running pre-order at £30 until the 19th of August, at which point if there's any stock still left, we will then just go on to normal ordering. But because you will be able to get it within like 2 days and you don't have to wait, the price will then go up to £35. So if you know you definitely want one and you don't mind waiting a couple weeks for it, I would definitely get it as soon as possible, because it's the only way to guarantee that you will get one. Obviously, once we come off of pre-order and they sell out, that is kind of it. These will be available both in the UK and internationally. If you are based in the UK, it will just be on the Journal Club's website, which is thejournalclub.co.uk. And then if you are outside of the UK, it will be on our Etsy, which the store name is just the Journal Club with 2 B's because the Journal Club was taken. But I will make sure to link both in the description. And I feel like I have to preface every product launch with, if you are based outside of the UK, the shipping fees that you see on Etsy are unfortunately just the cost of shipping to whatever country you live in. We're not making a profit on shipping. I know in some countries it could be absolutely horrendous, and I am really, really sorry, but there's nothing we can do about it. That is literally how much it costs to ship from the UK to wherever you live, and it really sucks. And of course, you're going to see me do lots more videos using the scrapbook, so you can get a bit of inspiration for that as well. I'm going to make sure to do a couple of videos on like the extra little bits and bobs that I've got, like stickers, washi tapes, pens that I'm using, things like that, so you can make it like really perfect. But that is it for this video. I hope you're as excited about this scrapbook launch as I am. I'm also just equally as excited about making scrapbooking content because I love to watch that kind of thing. If you did enjoy this video and you are excited, please give it a thumbs up. Comment any suggestions of the type of thing you want to see related to the scrapbook. Maybe if you want to see some other colours, I'll see if I can make that happen. Also, let me know if you think there's anything missing from this scrapbook, because maybe in the future we'll do like a volume 2 or we'll upgrade it a little bit. So yeah, any comments you have, put them down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, so when we do more scrapbooking videos, you will be the first to see those when they go live too. But that is it for today's video. Again, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.